Hello, how are you?
Very good, thank you, thanks.
So we're here at the California Schemin premiere. How does it feel to have your film, your life on film?
It feels very surreal, very wild, and very emotional, I believe or not. I've seen it a couple of times now, and each time it feels like a different film. I feel like I'm seeing things, and which is funny because obviously I know the story, I know the script, I know what's going to happen next. There's no spoilers because I know it, you know. But I just find it really surreal and emotional.
So obviously it does start off really fun, and then we do see a darker side to that. Is that quite like uncomfortable to show to the world?
No, not at all. I am at the place in my life where I'm really content with the whole thing, and I'm really want to be organically authentic. So I'm happy to show all sides, and I'm really glad that they did. You know, and the biggest thing for me throughout was trying to capture the relationship between my wife Mary and I, who's here as well. So I'm glad that how they captured that and how they managed to show that, and I'm happy to show everything, you know.
What I love about Mary's character as well in this is she's such the voice of reason, like the benefit of the doubt, and was that quite nice to have back then to really keep you grounded?
100%, and still right now she's still the voice of reason. Yeah, I think that's the major difference between Gav and I over the years and how things panned out and how we've become as adults now. We were your kids then, you know, and I've always had that consistency, and I've always had that support in Mary, and that's maybe something he didn't have throughout that time. He had his family and stuff, but I think that's why I feel like I have developed as a person, and I owe that to her, yeah. So what you see in the film is genuine. She was the voice of reason forever, yeah. So that's good.
And I guess also back in the noughties as well, we did have like the shows like X Factor, where they are very like horrible to people. It just seemed like the normal, like America's Next Top Model. How it's so good that those days have gone now. We got to look after people's welfare. But what was it like getting rejected back then and having people be quite horrible about you and your music and the fact you're from Scotland?
Yeah, I mean, that was it. It was like an emotional like downpour of just like that. That's it, finished. You know, you feel like it's ended. You feel like the doors are closed, and there's something you can't change, right? Well, you can because we did it in the film, but it's something you can't change. And you're right. I'm so glad those times have changed, because I keep using Lewis Capaldi as an example. It's like back then he maybe didn't fit that pop mold character, right? He maybe didn't look the part, or he definitely didn't sound the part when he speaks. But now the world has changed so much with social media. You could create something, a piece of art, and you could have it to the world within minutes now. And so it's so much more open, and I'm really happy that is. I want underdogs everywhere to see these opportunities and to push boundaries and reach for the stars. You know, that's it.
And then two last questions. When the lie started, did you ever think that lie was going to go out of control? The American accent.
Yeah, well, I mean, the original plan was like we would kind of out the industry and kind of show them for what they were, and the fact that they didn't give opportunities for people like us, you know, or like the underdogs, and so that was always the idea. And there was a crossroads, at one point. It's not really. It might be shown in the film, but there was a kind of crossroads where we lied about being from California, but then we knew okay, we either change now and we be full on into this, or we go in and we be honest the next day and maybe we'll get away with it. And we went with the previous one, and here we are now.
And then lastly, obviously you've also had a documentary about yourself, but what have you got coming up in the future?
Thank you so much for asking. That's good. So I actually just released an album today. I have an album out. Yeah. Thank you so much. So I have an album out today. It's called Everyone Has a Story to Tell, which is something I truly believe everyone does have a story to tell. And it's just about telling it and getting out there and telling it, and that's why we're here. I also have just written a book that have coming out about the whole story. And my aim is to kind of right a lot of the wrongs that's maybe been said, or the stories have been twisted over the years. And the biggest thing for me is how people always said that, or the press always kind of said that, these fake rappers. So that was always the headline: Dundee Scottish fake rappers. And we weren't fake rappers. We were just faking an accent and a character. But we put in a lot of work to the craft, you know, to perfect that craft. So I'm trying to get all that out there now and show that. So yeah, I appreciate you asking for that. Yeah.
Hey, thank you so much, and it's an incredible story. Lovely to meet you.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much.